What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Rob Young, and today I'll be showing you guys how I record in Pro Tools. I'm going to be doing everything from setting up the session in Pro Tools to showing you how I set up my microphone, the mic stand, everything. Everything is important. So yeah, stay tuned. Get ready for some crazy knowledge. You guys can get some crazy knowledge. Alright? Okay, so right now, what I'm doing is, this is a blank session. There's no tracks right here in the arrange window, as you can see. So what I'm going to do is create two tracks, the beat, and the audio track for the vocal. Well, actually, just make one mono track. You don't need to create the track for the beat, because when you import it, it'll already create a track for it. So what I did, I pressed Command-Shift-N, which creates a new track, or you can go to File or Track, New, and that menu will pop up. You hit Create. So this is the track you'll be recording onto. Right now, I'm going to import the beat. This is the beat. New track. Put the beat on top. Okay. Now, the first thing I'll do is, if you listen to the track, to the beat is going to be very, very loud. It's going to be the mixed beat. And so what I like to do is I'll listen to it. And you see how on the fader right here, it's peaking pretty loud already, since it's like a mix and master track. Well, if you record with the beat that loud, your vocals are going to sound like they're not loud enough, because the beat is taking up all the space, and you're going to hear distortion in your headphones. So what I do is I'll listen to the beat. I'll get like the loudest part of the beat, you know, with the drums. Comes in right around here. And I'll bring this down till it hits around -6. So that gives your vocals some space up top. So you got some breathing room, basically some space. And then now, basically Pro Tools is all ready to record. And now I'm gonna show you how I set up the microphone. Okay, so from here, you arm the track that you're recording in Pro Tools. You hit the little record button in the mix window or the arrange window, doesn't matter. It's going to start flashing right here in the corner, you see it? And then you plug your mic into channel 1, right? You make sure your phantom power is on. You plug this in, turn your phantom power on, let it go for like 10 seconds. Then what I do is I get my headphones, right? Put my headphones on. Make sure that the outputs of your speakers are down, because you don't want no feedback. And you start turning the input up until you hear like this room kind of noise. And why the fuck? So you start hearing like room noise. You're going to hear everything around your house. You're going to hear yourself talking. And right now, in Pro Tools as well, you see a little bit of gain going into the track. It's right around 60. So once you start hearing room noise, like a little shh kind of sound, you want to fall back till it disappears, right? That's usually around the level that I record at, but you're going to have to do some tests, you know what I mean? It's not going to be, sometimes you get it on the first hit, sometimes you got to go back and check it and see if it's a good level. Sometimes it's too loud, sometimes it's too low, and you make some slight adjustments. You might go back and forth about three or four times max. So yeah, and let's get into the mic. So for your mic, you're usually going to want it the foot of the mic, or the mic stand, you usually want, you know, the arm where your mic holds, you want it to sit right on top of a leg. So just in case somebody bumps into your mic, it's not going to tip over. It's going to be very hard. It's going to have to fall this way, you know, but the weight of the mic itself won't tip the mic stand over. That's one very important rule, guys. You don't ever want your mic stand to fall over, because that would be very, very, very bad. Usually I keep this about 5 inches away, 4 to 5 inches away from the mic. The front of your mic always has a logo, so remember that. You don't want to be recording into the back of the mic. It has a logo, the name. Yes, this is Sterling Audio ST59. It has I have a 10 dB cutoff, and that cuts off at 80 hertz. Right there, you can see it. Okay. Okay, so when you guys record, you want to be. Okay. So when you guys record, you want to be elevated. I'm recording sitting down right now because it's the easiest and fastest way for me to record. There's I used to do the coming in and out of the booth thing. That shit got tiring. That's why I put this here. Have another one behind me. And this is just way quicker. I usually have my little chair here right next to me where I have my keyboard, my mouse, and I can see my computer screen from over there. And I just stop, record again, whatever, real quick. But you want to be, you know, kind of sit up. You don't want to slouch when you record, because then you're closing your lungs. You're not going to have as much air so you can rap or sing, whatever you're doing. Sit up, and then you want the mic to be a little bit higher than your mouth, so you can get the clarity in your voice. So something like this, and because the way you project sound out of your mouth, this is gonna sound funny, but the bottom, the sound that goes down is the lower warm sound in your voice, and then the sound that goes up is the higher frequency, the clarity sound. I mean, obviously you're still gonna get the warmth in your voice recording like this, but just keep that in mind. If you guys want to go for like a very dark sounding vocal, then put your mic a little bit lower. If you want to go for a super clean, bright vocal, then put your mic a little higher than your mouth. And that's it. So right now I'm gonna try and record. Okay, so to record in Pro Tools, there's various ways you can start recording. You can either hit the 3 button on your keyboard, right, this number 3 right here, not this one, because this one's not going to do anything. You have to hit this 3. If you don't have a keyboard with this numeric pad on it, then you're screwed. You have to do it the long way. The long way is, the long way of recording would be, you have to hit the record button up top on Pro Tools, the one up top by the counter. And if you don't have that, then you can just right click in the gray area and click on transport, and then you make sure your track is armed, and then you just hit play. That's the long way of doing it. If you have the keyboard with the numeric pad, you just hit 3 and it starts recording. You don't have to hit the 3 up there, but you do have to arm your track. So let's try this out. Also guys, another thing that you want to check is your buffer size. If your buffer size is way too big, then you're going to hear a delay between your voice and the beat. So what you want to do to check that, you go to Setup, Playback Engine, and then the buffer size will be the first thing. I usually have mine at 128. It's very, very quick. So let's try it out and see what our levels sound like. Remember when I used to live in the Ola? Did all that stupid shit I wasn't supposed to. Moms tried to protect me, but I was still exposed to everything she warned me about. Check out the story of how I got jumped, cause I didn't speak no English. School felt like prison. I was the new inmate. Fuck it. Yeah. So let's see what that sounds like. It sounded pretty good through the headphones. It sounded like it was a nice strong signal. So let's see it. Okay, so for my first take, you can see that it had a pretty strong signal just by the way it looks, by the way the waves look in the arrange window. You go back in here and you play it.
How was the new inmate? Fuck it. Remember when I used to live in a Ola? Did all that stupid shit I wasn't supposed to. Moms tried to protect me, but I was still exposed to everything she warned me about. Check out the story of how I got jumped.
So as you can see, guys, that's all I did. That's my whole recording process. So guys, that was the whole tutorial. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any other tutorials in mind, just let me know. I'm gonna try and do tutorials every 2 weeks, so keep that in mind from the date of this video to 2 weeks from now. And yeah, just comment below, hit the like, share with your friends, share with all your engineer recording friends, whatever, and enjoy. Also, hit up robyoung.com for new music, thesolstice.net, you know what it is. I just dropped a song last week, a solo track produced by Ross Monroe, and I dropped a track with the Solstice this week called Tokyo Cruisin', also produced by Ross Monroe. And I got a track coming out next week produced by myself. So yes, stay tuned for more. Peace, 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 peace.